So, as you can probably guess from the title, we've been karting. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. No, I went go-karting with a few friends. Since I have kind of like a bit of the ability to edit videos, and because Banana and I are pretty much into racing and motorsport, I thought, hey, let's do it. Let's do kind of like a F1 weekend in go-karts. Let's make it look like one via editing. I mean, it isn't the best. It's pretty cringe, but it's been good fun editing this stuff. And especially the driving was very fun because we got to drive against a few randoms, so we had actually some opponents. It was pretty cool. I know trust me, to do the voiceover, it was terrible. I realized once more my English sucks, and I realized yet again I don't have an accent at all, so I don't know what you are talking about. No, for real, my accent, what the fuck, it's terrible. I just realized once again, but doing this voiceover stuff and commentating, it's terrible, but hey, it's a fun video. We had a blast. Again, don't take it too seriously, it's just here for fun, so yeah, see you around, enjoy it. But I mean, again, why would you watch it? I mean, I can't think for one reason. I mean, except the sick-ass editing, but the rest, don't bother. I mean, do what you want. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Have fun. Hello and welcome to today's Grand Prix. It's a typical April day with sunshine, clouds and rain, which will force our drivers to stay on their toes and drive with absolute precision. We are here in Lyss, Bern, located 25 kilometers from the Swiss capital, is today's track, the Kartbahn Lyss. With its long straights and tight bends, we have a power track à la crème at our hands today. And because the track is constantly 7 meters wide, drivers can spend up to 87% of the 750 meters long lap flat out, assuming they can manage taking the perfect racing line. Overtaking maneuvers can be done at pretty much every part of the track, but the hotspot will of course be the section between turn 4 and 8. But be aware, the runoff areas are very limited and the drivers are known for leaving each other absolutely no space. Let's take a closer look at the lap then. It consists of 11 corners, 6 to the right and 5 to the left. But the section of turn 5 to 7 becomes more of a straight if the drivers dare to go over the curbs. We start from the indoor pit lane and come into turn number 2, a tight right-hander. A tight fast left, which is turn 3, into the unique tunnel section leading into turn 4. This is probably the most important corner because the drivers can overtake each other on the following straight if they get a good exit. But turn 4 is also challenging, and if one driver loses it, a crash with another driver or the wall is almost certain. Up next is the fastest section of the track, including turn 5 to 7. This will be the overtake hotspot, and with a good exit out of turn 4 and some brave driving, this section can be driven in almost a straight line. Slipstream effect can lead to some intense wheel-to-wheel action, but also to some high-speed crashes. Different strategies are possible going into turn 8, a very tight right-hander. Since the cars are carrying a lot of speed into corner entry, timing the braking point is crucial. We can expect a lot of moves on the braking and maybe even some bravery around the outside. But with that being said, it is very easy to lock up and spin or make contact and being sent wide onto the curbs on the outside. A small straight leads into turn 9, a tight but flat out left-hander, with some very slippery curbs on both sides. If the drivers don't leave enough space for each other, contact can lead up to massive high-speed spins or very uncomfortable rides over the grass. Now into turn 10, which can again be taken flat out if the drivers manage to take the ideal line. But they also have to focus to not get onto the curbs at the corner exit in order to use the power for the following straight. fast bend to the left, which is turn 11. After that, onto the last straight and over the finish line, where there is not too much room if going side by side, because turn 1 is again a very fast left-hander and the cars are really on the edge of the grip on the exit. And that completes a lap in Lyss. As always, race day consists of two 12-minute sprint quali sessions. The lap times are set on the race conditions, so the drivers will leave each other no space at all, but will still have to focus on getting at least one good lap in. The final race, however, will start under the reversed grid rules and goes for 30 minutes, so whoever is at the front after half an hour is the race winner. With that said, let's take a look at the quali sessions. The first quali session took place under dry conditions. As expected, the drivers immediately started to battle, and it didn't take long until Banana and Chaudon made contact at the exit of turn 4. Drivers struggled on the cold surface and tires, so no wonder Banana spun out in turn 8 and Chaudon did the same after getting onto the curbs at turn 9. There was plenty of racing going on, 3 cars with full speed going into turn 8, a late braking massacre which led to Chaudon's next 360 view of the track as he locked up under braking. A few laps later, the overtake of the session took place at the exit of turn 4. Chaudon hunting down Mr. T and using the slipstream and determination to overtake both Mr. T and the woman whose lines were not very ideal. As previously mentioned in our opening segment, turn 8 turned into an overtake hotspot. Especially Banana and Chaudon had many battles, like here. Banana defending nicely but losing the rear at corner exit, allowing Chaudon to get past. Next lap, Banana was all over Chaudon, pressuring him into a mistake and beautifully overtaking him on the inside. But Chaudon fought back, and the next 2 times they visited the corner, we got to see even more spectacular late braking battles. But then Banana, with a beautiful line switch, managed to get alongside Chaudon on the straight to turn 9. Chaudon wasn't having it and shunted him off onto the grass, only to spin out on the curbs himself. Emotions were running high and Chaudon was out of the flow, losing it at turn 4, crashing into the wall. Mr. T used this opportunity to catch up and forced the young driver into a battle. On making contact, Chaudon took the inside of turn 8, but Mr. T wouldn't let him go that easily and fought back. The result was Mr. T using Chaudon as a braking barrier into turn 9 and shunting him heavily onto the grass while spinning out himself. While entering the pit lane, Chaudon made his emotions clear by crashing heavily into the back of Banana. During the break between the quali sessions, it started to rain, and the drivers had to quickly learn how bad the car handles going into the fast corners. Especially turn 2 and 4 were tricky, and the cars just went straight towards the wall, causing Chaudon to spin immediately at turn 4. But soon the drivers gained confidence and some great battles started to emerge once again. The track was starting to dry, and every driver took a gamble on one point on whether to take the wet inside line or stay on the outside. Sadly, Chaudon tried it too early and ended up hitting the wall heavily at turn 4 once again, and Mr. T also struggled and crashed at turn 9, causing him to retire from the session and miss out on the race this afternoon. The curbs at turn 9 were even more slippery than before, and Chaudon soon found himself the wrong way around. While trying to get back on track, he painfully misjudged the turning circle of his car and ended up beached in the wall, so he had to jump out and push his machine back on the track. That concludes the difficult second session, so let's look at the timetable then. Joy Banana placed first with 2 incredible performances and even improving in the wet conditions. Tim Chaudon gets second with a personal best in Q1, but he struggled heavily in Q2 under the lack of grip from his tires. Mr. T placing in a strong 3rd place but retiring through Q2, meaning he will miss the Grand Prix race. And finally, the woman placing 4th with a huge improvement of almost 5 seconds in the wet during Q2. That concludes the quali sessions, and next up is the big race, and we are only a few moments away from the start. And it's lights out and away we go, and a beautiful start from the left lane. The right side just keeps stationary. Huge advantage for Shodan over Banana and the woman. Can he use that advantage now? Oh, Shodan already shunted by Banana, who caught up a bit. Now going down the outside, overtaking a few cars already. And into the tunnel. Onwards to turn 4. The track officially dry now, but yeah, as expected, the tires not at their optimal temperature, so Shodan has to fight them. This could get interesting at turn 8. Into turn 8 we go. Nicely done by Shodan. No drama there, even though the tires are still not up to temperature. Around the outside. A beautiful dive to the outside of turn 10. Banana does the same. And they're creeping up the field already. Banana and Shodan having a battle of their own. Again, Shodan oversteer and then understeer and then sending Banana onto the curbs to try to overtake the man. Not really fair, but these two don't like each other, we know that. Into turn 4 yet again. Tire squealing, understeer, Shodan on the edge of the grip. Now using the slipstream, and look how much faster he is than his opponent, but his opponent squeezes him onto the curbs. Shodan getting slowed down and Banana diving down the inside, overtaking both cars. Beautiful maneuver, and they are showing their appreciation. What a beautiful move, but then Banana loses it. What was that? Just going straight over the curbs? What was that? Bit of a lack of concentration. And now around turn 1. And into turn 2. Banana behind an opponent. Shodan uses this with insane speed down to the outside of the exit. What a maneuver. A suicidal overtake almost. Like, what feels like twice the speed and so close to a huge accident. Insane bravery. But it paid off. Shodan in front of Banana right now. Going into the tunnel and onto the straight after turn 4. Again, a lot of tire squeal, the tire still not handling pretty well. Shodan really opening up the tabs right now, but Banana can keep up using his slipstream. Banana with a beautiful move on the inside, but Shodan has the inside line for turn 9, and he uses that to stay ahead. Banana with a beautiful line switch. Oh, that was nasty. What a move, a beautiful side switch from Banana, bringing him up front, and now Shodan goes for the contact, that slows him down. Yeah, he can wave his hand all he wants, that was completely his own fault. Yeah, that was the frustration. What a beautiful overtake from Banana. You have to hand it to the man, that probably was already the overtake of the session. Now again, on to the straight. Banana battling with his opponent. Shodan watching from behind, Banana mocking his opponent. Shodan passing him as well. Ooh, Banana, ooh, what a crash! Shodan pretty much saved Banana there from totally losing it by crashing into him and sending him back straight. And Banana now in the back of the field. Shodan up front. First Banana mocking his opponent, then losing it, going onto the curbs and then oversteering. And yeah, Shodan pretty much saves him from dropping even further back to the field. That was a huge impact. Shodan now up front, going down the straight, gaining on an opponent. Look at the speed difference Shodan has. Different league, and someone has spun out in turn 8 again. Shodan going wide, maybe a bit irritated by that. Into turn 9. Nicely done at turn 10. Banana still not passed. Turn 1. Shodan uses the full exit off turn 1. Now turn 2. Yeah, not the best corner. Not the best corner. Oh, Banana finally gets past his opponent. Is now directly behind Shodan yet again. And Shodan at turn 4 isn't... They don't like each other. Another wide run at turn 4 for Shodan, and Banana can use that bad exit to catch up and use the slipstream. Maybe a dive down the inside on the braking. Yes, Banana gets him. What a beautiful move. Oh, but goes wide as he runs over the curbs. Shodan, yeah, has to let him pass into turn 9 as Banana is up front. And someone crashed out of turn 10. That's something new. Shodan fighting side by side with his opponent, pushes him onto the curbs, goes down the inside of 2 other cars, still behind Banana, still using his slipstream. But Banana driving nicely right now. Good racing line from Banana. How about turn 4? Both take turn 4 very widely yet again. Oh, Banana getting cocky. Yet again. Last time he did that, didn't end that well. Let's see. Shodan, will he go for the dive? No. Banana is too far. Oh, yes, he does. Banana slows down mid-corner, shows his opponent a finger and drives off again. What was that? Now hitting traffic once again. Banana has to slow down. Shodan hard on the gas pedal. Catches up a bit. Using the slipstream now into turn 1. Cars on the edge of the grip. Still foot flat down. Banana goes wide using the full entry to the corner. But Shodan uses that gap and dives down the inside. Beautiful moves. Give Shodan the lead yet again. But again, terrible at turn 4. What was that? Running over the curbs as stones on the outside of turn 4. What? That's terrible driving by Shodan. Turn 4 is just not his. Banana, ooh, you're losing the rear a bit. In turn 8, Shodan, can he use that? Sends his opponent onto the curbs. Takes the lead between turn 9 and 10. Shodan now. His opponent in the blue jacket. Shodan goes around the outside and gets turned around by the... yeah. Oof. Was that dirty driving? I don't know. It certainly was close from Shodan, but now look at his right front tire. It's full of grass. The grip will be very limited now on turn 4. Let's see. And yeah, he drives straight off. Just understeering straight to the wall. Shodan has to lift and go over the curbs. Now again, behind the man with the blue jackets, who sends him straight over the curbs. Shodan doesn't hesitate and takes the position back. Now Banana battling up front. Shodan trying to catch him. Has driven all the grass from his tires, so full grip allows him to dive down the inside and battle on the outside of turn 11 into turn 1. And he's through and right behind Banana yet again. Now Banana using the slipstream of his opponent. Shodan still quite a bit behind. Going into turn 4. Both take the turn wide again. And Banana just says bye-bye by using the slipstream of his opponent. Shodan can't really make use of that effect by being this far behind. Turn 8, Banana again losing the end. And Banana and turn 8, they're not good friends. Can Banana get past here? Going wide into turn 10, not really. Shodan seems to catch up a bit. Look how low they go with their bodies, using their body to shift the weight of the car, going faster around the bends than their opponent. And it seems to work, but Banana, it seems like he's a bit unfocused. What's going on? His racing line is not that good, but he uses that corner much better and again gets the slipstream effect, while Shodan is still quite some distance behind him. Into turn 8, can Banana use? Now beautifully done by Banana, way better than Shodan. He hit the apex, Shodan hit the curbs on the outside. Turn 9, someone spun. Banana, Shodan, don't let that irritate them. Banana still stuck behind his opponent and Shodan waiting for the mistake. Oh, big crash. Yellow flag, green flag again. Banana uses this to his advantage. And Shodan does as well, diving down the inside. Banana had to take the long route around the outside, but Shodan took the short route and is therefore in front. Now Shodan has the slipstream advantage. Oh, takes his opponent with no problem at all. Going down the straight. Into turn 8, beautiful, but gets drifts a bit on the outside, a 4-wheel drift. That costs time. No real slipstream Jordan can use. Banana nowhere to be seen at the moment. While Jordan is catching the cars in front. Nice work around turn 1 and 2 gives him the edge, and now, oh, beautiful line now through turn 4, maybe a bit shabby on the exit, but that allows Jordan to catch up even more and now use the slipstream. You can hear his engine revving higher and higher, but Banana is right behind him again. Jordan, ooh, has to brake heavily to dive through. Now side by side with another guy. Over the curbs, doesn't matter, just pass him. What a mentality this guy has. Insane driving. And yeah, he reaps the benefits from them. Beautifully done. Still in front, Banana right behind him, relentlessly hunting Jordan down. Ooh, that was close. There wasn't much of a gap there. Jordan saw one and took it. Nicely through turn 4. I think that's the best line he ever took, and the race is already 12 minutes old. That's not saying much. Turn 8 now. Woman already doing great laps. Improving her time even more, but can't keep Jordan behind her, who passes her on the inside. No problems at all. And we're back again with the racing. Not much happened, still the same constellation placement wise. Jordan up front, not happy with how he went into turn 8 right now. You can see him shaking his head. Banana right behind him. Jordan hitting traffic, maybe some slipstream effect going into turn 2. No, he passes him in turn 1 on the inside, okay. But then he has to get a go if he wants to use the slipstream onto the straight, because Banana is closing the gap fast. Nice line on, oh, okay, only on corner entry. The outside was terrible, and you can see Banana celebrating as he passes Jordan. Yeah, that was an easy pass. Self-inflicted damage, you would call that. Terrible driving from Jordan at this point. Now Jordan, Banana hitting traffic. Banana going around the outside. Jordan, yeah, slides into the back of the car, causing him to slow down and giving Banana the edge to go in front, definitely. And is starting the lap now in first position. Heavy traffic in front of Banana and Jordan. Jordan going around the outside. No, around the inside. At least he tries, but see how heavily he has to fight the steering wheel. Doesn't manage to get past his opponents. Now he does in turn 4. Beautiful line switch from Jordan. Banana, and again getting cocky on the long straight. Seems like a new hobby is found. Ooh, Jordan tries to shift the weight of the car with his body a bit too much. Terrible exit, but still better than Banana's exit, as he exits the corner right behind Banana and now overtakes him. Banana just doesn't seem to be concentrating as soon as Jordan is kind of like wheel to wheel. As now Jordan pretty much driving into Banana. But Banana manages to stay in front. Now Banana hits the curbs, gets sent wide. Again, Jordan managing to close the gap but not get past. Insane battle right here. Maybe on the straight. Ooh, there someone loses the end. Banana mocking him once again. And Jordan and Banana both using slipstream. That's probably the highest speed both cars have ever had this race. Jordan diving down the inside. Ooh, and he locks up. Ooh, and the big crash. The guy behind Jordan gets surprised, turns his car around and slams it sideways into Jordan. Ooh, and that costs precious time for both drivers, and Banana, yeah, pretty much drives off into the sunset. And that is now a huge task Jordan is left with behind of catching Banana, who is way up front right now. Now Jordan really has to get his grip together, because now he has had a little accident and he needs to get back into the flow. He needs to drive quali laps right now, and that's easier said than done with all the traffic going on. Using the slipstream down the straight. Easy overtake. Not really. His opponent covers the inside, so Jordan has to take the long round around the outside, but it works. Ooh, now turn 9. Oh, body switch. Ooh, almost crashes at turn 9. And we're back again. Jordan still hunting down Banana. At least Banana is in his sight, but still at least a corner ahead. Some good driving is still required from Jordan. Banana can cruise to victory right now. And he seems to be cruising because his lap times aren't the best. Jordan meanwhile driving like a berserker, hitting every apex. Going down the inside. Beautiful into the tunnel. Nice apex in turn 4, but then a bit of oversteer at the exit, causing him to slow down and pretty much lose the slipstream to the blue helmet guy. Banana already around turn 8, goes wide as it looked like. Jordan on the edge of the grip. Now overtaking his opponent. No, he closed the door on him, but maybe now turn 11. Yes, it works. Double overtake again. That's the same guy who spun him around in exactly the same spot. Jordan manages to get past and is right behind Banana. And look at Banana, he's just been cruising. And Jordan is not happy about that. Let's just hope Banana doesn't get bitten by his own tactic. Banana does it well, keeping the distance from Jordan, not allowing him really to get the slipstream. Oh, but now gets hit by a clueless driver who takes the middle of the road. And again, Jordan hits him, gets sent around. What's that? Terrible driving. But what was that? He just took the middle of the road for the turn. Jordan had nowhere to go except into the back of him, and that's what happened. Oh, that was horrible driving and giving Banana the edge because Jordan had to slow down immediately. Banana terrible through turn 2 again, allowing Jordan. Look at the long finger of Jordan. What was that? Exit of turn 4. Jordan caught up a bit. Banana mocking him. Hey, why are you not beside me? Jordan doing everything in his power to catch up. Both cars managing to avoid this spun out colleague. Oh, that was a bumpy ride on the exit of turn 10 for Jordan. And that gives the advantage back to Banana, who can really open the tabs right now on the exit of turn 2 maybe. Oh, but hits traffic, has to go wide. Jordan understeers. And Banana didn't manage to get past. Probably pokering for the slipstream down the straight. No, passed him in turn 4. Maybe that was a mistake, but Jordan is definitely further back than the lap before. So Banana seems to be doing something right. Oh, what was that? Banana just spun. Didn't even see that. Banana just spun and Jordan manages somehow to avoid him. And he's back in front. What was that? What happened? Jordan taking the inside over the curbs while not leaving the track, so everything inside the rules. But what happened with Banana? Well, again, cockiness doesn't help. Banana probably unconcentrated, lost the rear, and then ended up on the grass, as he did before. Jordan, oof, again, what was that? That wall was very close. The car is jumping on the exit of turn 4. What was that? Look at it again. Jordan going into the tunnel, looking back, realizing, ooh, I'm driving into the wall, and now listen to the car. That thing is jumping on 2 tires. What was that? Jordan has to get a grip together right now because the race isn't going going on much longer. 6.5 minutes. Choron with a beautiful exit on turn 4. Look at the speed difference compared to his opponent up front. Now plus slipstream, that will be a pass before the turn. No, it won't. Unless Choron is insane. Goes around the outside. It worked. Into turn 9. That overtake was actually way easier than it looked. I guess he would have gone down the inside, but that was crazy. So why not take the safe route around the outside and exit before the opponent? I mean, it works. His next opponent's already done with turn 2 and 3. He has to speed up. Beautiful. In turn 3, optimal racing line into turn 4. Wow, what a corner that was. And look at that, he made up some good progress. Right behind his opponents who were almost 2 corners up front. Insane dive into the braking zone. Good one there. Banana still way back. Pass on the outside on turn 1, always a kind of a risk because the cars don't have a lot of grip. Oh, again, there's someone, that was the same guy who pushed Choron off in turn 9. This guy is just ruthless. He's just there in turn, what was it, turn 3 maybe? The entry of turn 3, exit of turn 2. Choron just managed to avoid him barely. Let's look at it again. Doesn't see him on the exit, struggling, and then has to step on the brake. You can hear the tire squeal. That was close. 4.5 minutes to go. Banana still not in reach to claim the victory. Half a corner behind Choron. Choron gets on the curbs a bit in turn 9, slows him down into turn 10, but doesn't let that bother him. Still pretty fast into turn 1. Pokering for the slipstream. Maybe an overtake before. I don't know. Probably will be a slipstream. It is a slipstream. If he manages to catch up. Ooh, no, that car is way faster than anticipated. What is that? Another guy spun out at turn 8. Turn 8 is... Oh, that's the woman up front. The woman driving very fast. And look at that. She's turning the wheel with both hands on one side. That's a unique technique, but it seems to work. She kept Choron behind, and that pretty well. Now she has to give way to Choron, who's just faster into turn 1, but a good driving from the woman. Respect. That was pretty fast. Oh, and Choron hitting the back, going into opposite lock to not crash out. And now Banana trying to get past, crashing into the same opponent, and they both hold grudges against the opponent right now. Both in the slipstream of the guy in the white helmet. Banana passing him. Yeah, you can see him mock again his opponent, putting his elbow out as a signal, hey, you drive like that. Choron passing the 2 guys as well, right behind the Banana. A bit more than 2.5 minutes to go. This is going to be a close ending. Who will take the big win? Ooh, Banana wide in turn 2. Slows him down quite a bit, but still not in reach for Choron. Both drivers take turn 4 beautifully. And again, Banana mocking Choron. Does it bite him yet again? The last 3 times he spun out in turn 8. No spin yet. Loses the end a bit. Drifting, looking back. Going into turn 9. Onto the curbs, being sent wide. And drifting on the exit of turn 9. Allowing Choron to get past, who's celebrating. Yeah, that was pretty good driving of Choron, keeping a cool head, while Banana was all over the place. allowing him to get past and probably take the win, because it's only 1 minute and 40 seconds left. But Banana right behind Shona. This is gonna be such a tight finish. Down the straight, Banana of course with the slipstream. Shona battling for his life. Covering the apexes. Banana doesn't even care, he's just using the slipstream, diving down the inside. He goes onto the curb, sending him wide. Shona up front with the wheel. Banana would have to give way, but he doesn't. He just drives straight on. Shona doesn't risk going into a collision, but that was actually a beautiful overtake. Banana just fully pokered on Shona, braking, and that's what happens. Genius driving by Banana. That was not dirty in any way. Shona did that to himself. Now the straight, maybe the last time. 40 seconds to go. Whoever is in front in 40 seconds wins. Banana still very comfortable up front. Look at him. Shona giving it his all into turn 8. Oh, Banana, I think he rarely took that corner that well. Turn 9, Banana still up front. Shona manages to close the gap a bit. 15 seconds left as they cross the timeline. Turn 1. Now turn 2, 10 seconds left. Banana goes to the left to enter the corner. Shona uses that gap to pass Banana in the last 5 seconds. That's unbelievable. Shona wins pretty much the last corner. What a move and what a drive from the two drivers. Amazing. Just amazing race, and what a pass by Shona in the last corner. We have to look at that again. Shona giving his friend a ride over the curbs for the end. What a pass in the last corner. Banana did nothing wrong, he just wanted to enter the corner properly. Let's look at that. Over the timeline, both drivers beautifully into turn 1. Banana swerving to the left to get a good entry, and Shona using that to just drive straight and passing Banana. And yeah, they are entering the pits. Shona, the big winner of the day. Respect both drivers with an insane drive. Congratulations to Shona. That's been the race. What a fantastic event it was. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had fun with that little Formula 1 parody we did. And if you are in the area and looking for go-kart bodies, hit us up. And if you speak English or some sort of German, hit us up if you want to play some games. We're open for everything and everyone. See you around.